Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about irrigation. Watering of agriculture plants through artificial means is called irrigation. Being a hot country with seasonal and irregular rainfall, it always needs irrigation to carry out agriculture activities during dry period. First, we have to learn about irrigation. In India, different sources of irrigation are used depending upon the topography, soil, rainfall, availability of surface or groundwater, nature of rivers, requirements of crops, etc. The main source of irrigation used in different parts of the country are canal irrigation, well irrigation and tank irrigation. First one is canal irrigation, second one is well irrigation and third one is tank irrigation. First, canal irrigation. It is the second most important source of irrigation in our country. Canals are effective source of irrigation in areas of low level of relief, deep fertile soil, perennial source of water and extensive command area. The canals are two types. First one is inundation canals and second one is perennial canals. First one is inundation canals and second one is perennial canals. First one is inundation canals. In this, water is taken out directly from the rivers without making any kind of barrage or dam. Such canals are useful for the diversion of flood water from the rivers and remain operational during rainy season. And second one is perennial canals. They are developed from perennial rivers by construction barrage to regulate the flow of water. About 60% of canal irrigated areas falls in the northern plains of India. First, we have to learn about well irrigation. A well is a hole, usually vertical, excavated in the earth for bringing groundwater to the surface. Well irrigation is the most important source of irrigation. It is a cheap, dependable and popular source of irrigation in the country. Well irrigation is unavoidable in the region of low rainfall and becomes an essential one where the canals and tank irrigation are not available. Wells are two types. First one is open wells and second one is tube wells. Let us see about open wells and tube wells. First, open wells. This type of irrigation is widely practiced in the areas where groundwater is sufficiently available. The areas are in Ganga plains, the deltaic region of Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri and parts of Narmada and Dapti valleys. Second one is tube wells. Tube wells are developed in the areas of low water table, sufficient power supply and soft subsurface geological units. Tube wells are predominant in the states of Gujarat, Maharashtra, Punjab, Madhya Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Tank irrigation. A tank is a natural or man-made hollow on the surface developed by constructing a small bund around it across a stream. It is used to collect and store water for irrigation and other purposes. Irrigation by tanks is very old system in India. It also includes irrigation from lakes and ponds. The tank irrigation is popular in the peninsular India due to the following reason. First one is the undulating relief and hard rocks make difficult to dig canals and wells. Second one is natural depressions serve as reservoirs. Third one is absence of perennial rivers. Fourth one is impermeable rock structure which do not permit percolation. And fifth one is the scattered nature of population and agriculture field. Modern irrigation methods. There are many ways in modern irrigations. Among them, mostly practiced in India are drip irrigation, sprinkler irrigation and rain gun. Central pivot irrigation. Drip irrigation method, it was first developed. In this method, water is supplied in the form of drops through nozzles. Water can be saved up to 70%. Next one is sprinkler method. It is the simplest and easiest method of all. In this method, water is supplied to the field from the source through the pipes which have small holes. It can be used in the areas of uneven surface also. Next one is rain gun. Rain gun is used to spread water like rain. It can be used to water the crops which grow up to 4 feet. It is useful to irrigate the crops like sugarcane and maize. Next one is central pivot irrigation. It is also called water wheel and circle irrigation. It is a method of crop irrigation in which equipment rotates around a pivot and crops are watered with sprinklers. Now we have to learn about multi-purpose river valley projects. It is a scientific management of water resources in our country. Construction of dam across rivers is aimed at many purposes. Hence, it is termed as multi-purpose river valley projects. The various purpose of dam serves are irrigation, hydropower generation, water supply for drinking, industrial purposes, controlling floods, development of fisheries, navigation, etc. Generally, majority of multipurpose projects are combination of irrigation and hydropower, which are major aims of the projects. Now we have to learn about what are the uses of irrigation. Irrigation helps to grow agriculture crops, maintaining landscapes and revegetate distribute soils in dry areas and during periods of less than average rainfall. Irrigation also has other uses in crop production, including frost production, suppressing weed growth in grain fields, and preventing the soil consolidation. In contrast, agriculture that relies only on direct rainfall is referred to as rain-fed. Irrigation systems are also used for cooling livestock, dust suppression, disposal of sewage, and in mining. Irrigation is often studied together with drainage, which is removal of surface and subsurface water from a given area. Irrigation has been central features of irrigation for over 5,000 years and is a product of many cultures. It was the basis for economics and societies across the globe from Asia to the southwestern United States. Thank you, students.